Khan, that was mighty still.
One of the brothers who want to come on the
Khan, mighty speaking, man, from the brother Nathan. That's good, man. Yeah, man, give all praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh B'Shem HaMashiach Yahushai.
That's right.
Like the brother said, we're coming out here to teach our people, so-called blacks, Native Americans and the Seminole Indians, that they're the God's chosen special people on this earth, man. Yeah, man, and the brother was saying it's very, very real. We're seeing some mad idolatry and some sodomite vibrations on this earth, man.
That's right.
Give me Isaiah chapter 5 and 20. Give me Romans chapter 1 and verse 26. Give me Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 13. Alright? Yeah, man. All praises, honor and glory for the wisdom and knowledge and understanding that the Most High has given us in these times.
That's right.
Isaiah 5 and 20.
Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
That call what?
That call evil good and good evil.
Yeah, go on.
That put darkness for light
and light for darkness.
That put bitter for sweet
and sweet for bitter.
Alright, yeah, man. Woe to these people. Give me Genesis.
Go to Genesis chapter. Alright, yeah. Go to Genesis. Go to chapter 9. Alright, and I think I need this specific verse. Genesis chapter 9. And go to verse 13.
This is the book of Genesis chapter 9 and verse 13. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth.
Between who?
Between me and the earth.
Between these LGBTQ faggots, man.
Between me and the earth.
So there's a bow that's in the clouds. Alright, and woe to them that call good evil and evil good and change the Most High's precious ornaments and signs that He's given us.
That's
man.
right.
Alright, the brother mentioned something perfect to the young prince walking by, man. We're seeing all sorts of madness walking up and down on the earth, and today they're declaring it as, or glorifying it as some faggotry, man.
Right.
Walking up and down Trafalgar Square, parading like some sodomites, man.
Right.
Now that's where we should have been, coulda, shoulda, woulda been maybe today, but our heart's desire was to come and tell the Israelites that you're chosen people, and that's where our heart is going to stay.
Right.
But there's still sodomite wickedness in the air, so we're going to cry unto the winds.
God.
We're going to cry into the atmosphere and burn fire upon Babylon and sodomite vibrations every time.
That's right.
Go on, read. What's the rainbow for, bro?
Genesis 9 and 13.
Bring it
I
out.
do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud, and I will remember my covenant which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. And the waters shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh.
Even the creatures know. Even the horse will walk along the roads and not want to touch that. I don't want to touch. Oh, that's not. Should it be on the floor? That's not the Most High's ordinances on the floor there. They're using this for some sodomite thing. You're not tricking me. Even the horses, the ox knows his owner and the ass knows his master's crib.
That's right.
Even the horses knows what the rainbow's for, man.
That's right.
But our people, they're stupid. Alright? Because the sodomites have gone around saying lies. Give me that Leviticus. Give me the Leviticus. Where you got the Romans? Give me Romans first. Romans 1:26.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 26. For this cause, God gave them up unto vile affection.
Start 24.
Alright, they can't. This is Romans chapter 1 and verse 24. Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves.
Dishonor their own bodies between themselves, man. Alright, this is what they've done, the lustful ways. The sodomites have gone between themselves, man.
That's right.
Go on, read.
That's right.
Who changed the truth of God into a lie.
Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie? Who could woe to them that call good evil and evil good?
Right.
Who changed the truth of the rainbow into some LGBTQ faggot madness, man?
Right.
That needs to be burnt with fire, man.
Teacher.
Alright? Whatever they're doing should be destruction for that, man.
That's right.
Because when we read it biblically, it doesn't mean that. Alright, read, bro.
God, who changed the truth of God into a lie and worshipped and served the creature more than the creator. For this cause God gave, who is blessed forever, verse 26. For this cause God gave them up unto vile affection, for even their women did change the natural use into which is against nature.
Against nature. Right. Give me Genesis, man. Give me Genesis. But we're gonna, you know what? We gotta go from Genesis to Revelations because some people have forgotten what the use of a woman is. Right. Go Genesis chapter 2, verse 24. You know you gotta go to the beginning of time. Like you gotta go to the A B. You gotta go A B C D E. You gotta because people have forgotten the natural use of a woman.
That's right.
The natural use of a man. So let's go there. Let's go. People are stupid, man.
Right.
This is the book of Genesis 2 and verse 24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother. 23. And Adam said, this is now my bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman.
She's called what?
She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh.
Shall it be what?
And they shall be one flesh.
Man and man should be one flesh.
And they shall be one flesh.
Woman and woman should be one flesh.
And they shall be one flesh.
They meaning Adam and Eve, no Adam and Steve.
Right.
Alright? Alright, no Eve and Bianca. Alright? Yeah, you know what I'm saying, isn't it? It was mad. It's gone bonkers. But we're meant to be like, no, it's not affecting me, it's okay. I'll walk around, it's alright. But you're affecting my children, man.
That's right.
Go on a little island somewhere. Go on a little island somewhere and then become an extinction, man.
That's right.
The men island. We'll give you one, you know what I mean? The saints, man. We'll give them an island, man. Yeah, the women all over there and the men all over there, and just go crazy, man.
That's right.
They'll die out in one generation. They'll just die out. Because men can't have children. That's a lie. Alright, give me Genesis chapter 3 and verse 16. Men cannot, you're seeing men on the damn Twitter and on the damn Instagram with babies, bro.
Right. Bring it out.
Who changed the natural use to some madness, man?
Right. Bring it out.
Some witchcraft.
Come on. Book of Genesis chapter 3 and verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children.
Thou shalt what?
They shall bring forth children.
Men bring forth children.
Thou shalt bring forth children.
Women bring forth children. So men and men are not going to work out. Women and women ain't going to really work out. I don't see it. It's like positive and negative. They're making it. It will do something.
Right.
But positive and positive, it don't work. Like Willie and Willie don't work.
Right.
Tuntun and Tuntun don't work. They weren't rubbing it up against each other. That's some madness, bro. Alright? That's some crazy stuff. Go to Ezekiel, because you know the women, they changed the natural use into like and thy desire shall be to thy husband. And to thy husband. And he shall rule over thee.
Yeah, man. That's who's ruling over.
That's who's ruling over you. Your husband's got to rule over you. Genesis 16 and Ezekiel 16, and I want the verse where it says
if you can find Ezekiel 16 in the phone, look for phone in Ezekiel 16.
you gotta give me a Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 13. Madness, man. It don't work. And even if they were doing some madness like that, man, it's never. Have you found it?
24.
Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination.
Both of them have committed an abomination.
They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them.
That's blood for them, man. Their blood is on them, man, and that's an abomination on the earth. Give me Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4. Both of them have committed an abomination, and give me a Sirach chapter 15 and verse 13.
Ezekiel. Book of Ezekiel, chapter 9 and verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh, and that cry for all the abominations that he be done in the midst thereof.
Yeah, so we're meant to cry and sigh. We need a mark of exemption from the Most High to be changed in the twinkling of an eye. Cry for abominations that be done. Man and man, according to Leviticus 20, is an abomination, man. Woman and woman is in a damn madness. And our women dealing with the abominations as well, man.
Right.
That is another madness. We need to cry and sigh for them abominations, man. Because now they've just made a tear. The enemy have done this, man.
Right.
The enemy have come and made tears among the wheat.
That's right.
So we need to cry for those abominations as well.
Teacher.
Alright, you got this, yeah?
Chapter 15 and verse 13. The Lord hateth all abominations.
Oh, he loves sins.
The Lord hateth all abominations.
He hates the sin. He hates the sin and loves the sinner.
The Lord hateth all abominations.
It's an abomination if you're doing it. So he hates all abominations, man. So you're a sinner and he hates the abomination. He hates both of them.
Right.
No, that's what the church was saying. He hated the sin, but he loves the sinner.
God.
And they that fear Yahweh love it not.
And they that what?
And they that fear Yahweh love it not.
So yeah, up here, all the brothers up here, if we see sodomites, we don't like that.
That's right.
That's not going well with our spirit. It's not. We're gonna speak up on that. Fire for that. Flaming breath of your Leviathan coming for that, man.
That's right.
Good.
Isaiah chapter 3 verse 9. The show of their countenance doth witness against them.
That's right.
And they declare their sin of Sodom, they hide it not.
They what?
They hide it not.
They parade up and down in the streets. They don't even hide it. Now into death, man. They would have to have been going in Mount Sia to go do something like that. They better go to Freddie and Barney into the Mount Sia and hide amongst Idumea, man, to do that stuff.
That's right.
Because we ain't getting over there. You smell pork. Nah. We're going to keep away from Mount Sia, isn't it?
That's right.
Let them do what they want to do over there. Sodom, innit? Abraham had to go pray for Lot and his people, man. Give me Genesis chapter 18 and go from verse. Go on, keep it.
And they declare their sin of Sodom, they hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
Yeah, what?
They have rewarded evil unto themselves.
That's a reward unto themselves. Did you know that? Stacy, Sabrina,
Claire,
come. Did you know that, Claire? You're one of them, innit? What was it, Stacy? Was it? What are you? A Claire? What are you? Patricia. Yeah, come on. So did you know that that's a reward of death for doing that madness that they're doing? Forget all of that. We're talking about something else. Did you know they changed the rainbow into some faggot stuff? Is that biblical? Is that good? It's not a good thing. So yeah. So we're going to show you. What's your nationality? Lithuanians. So you know the Lithuanians, they're going into slavery. Did you know that? For what they've done to our ancestors. For what the Lithuanians, they got history on what they've done things to the so-called black people. You see that stuff over there? Lithuanians done it. They have.
We were killed by Russian Empire, 1/4 of us was under proper genocide.
Is it?
Yeah. So
Wow, all praises to the Most High. Yeah.
That had nothing never to do with black people, but we were in genocide ourselves.
Is it?
Yeah, and just because we are white, we are not belong to a Western colonization world.
Okay, you don't belong to the world.
So I'm not Dutch, I'm not German.
But you know what? All of them. Give me Amos chapter 1 and verse 11. We're going to show you one thing. We'll show you one thing. Patricia.
The lack of your movement.
I don't need luck. That's what you see what I'm saying? That's what you've done to us. You gave us luck and witchcraft. So you will go into slavery for saying luck. Because we don't need luck. We need the blessings and mercy.
that's right.
Amos chapter 1 verse 11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Eden And for I would not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and he did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever.
So yeah, they never knew, Lithuania, your name is called Edom, and you are going to get judged. Yeah, even though you're laughing and smiling over there. Yo, yeah, I got some niggers over there. I love myself a nigger, my Lithuanian. No, we don't care. You're still going to get judged with the heathens and the sodomites. Alright?
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 23, verse 23. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel that what have God wrought.
Yeah, so there, that divination, the soothsaying, the familiar spirits, that witchcraft don't work. Sabrina the teenage witch, or Patricia, the Lithuanian one group, they don't work with us, man. Alright? They don't work. So yeah, let's get it. Let's bring it out. Back to what we're saying. So go to Ezekiel for me, Baba Kashar. Because you know what it is? Remember we said, positive and positive don't work, negative and negative don't work. Alright, you got to deal with, you know, the aux sleeve, you got the input and the output. It doesn't fit. Output and output don't work.
That's right.
Alright, so let's find out what's going on.
This one, yeah?
Ezekiel chapter 16 and verse 17. Thou hast also taken thy fair jewels of my gold and of my silver, which I had given thee, and madest thyself images of men, and didst commit whoredom with them.
The women took gold and silver and molded it into penises.
Right.
And then started to sleep with dildos.
Wow.
That's biblical dildos. Women, man.
Wow.
Why did you do that? And now they don't use gold. No, they don't get gold silver. They get like
pork.
I don't even want to talk about this, man. They get cucumbers and bananas and they get fruits and they defile the fruits and vegetables, man.
Can't.
They defile the fruits and vegetables now, man. Yeah, women do some dirty things with fruits and vegetables, man. It's disgusting. But in the Bible, they use gold and silver and they made it into the image of men. Because why? They know that man and man don't work. They need to get the image of a man to be put as dirty, whorish, lesbian ways, man.
Right.
In the time of Ezekiel, there were lesbos. Right? And that couldn't work. Ezekiel was against that. Ezekiel was like, you daughters of Babylon, man. You daughters of whoredom. God bless it, yeah?
Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
You see that, sister? There's not allowed to be a whore amongst the daughters of Israel. Alright? There can't be women dealing with bare man. Give me Romans chapter 1 and verse 2. There can't be women dealing with bare man on the roads. She can't have like 10 man. You know what I mean? Although she's got 10 man, me I'll be 11. Like, you're not allowed to have no Dexter vibrations amongst the children of Israel. Alright? You understand? She has to have one man till she turn yeah. One man. Alright? She has to have one man, because all that 10 man vibrations is getting too much semen in her, and she gets demons, she gets legions of demons inside of her.
That's right.
Alright? That's why she wants to haughty herself out on the roads so she can get a next one, or next week and get a next one.
Right.
Right, the next dancer will come up, get their weave done, get their hair nails done. Oh yeah, I got a next boobs.
Right.
I got a next sugar daddy.
Right.
Alright, we can't have women with bare sugar daddies, man. And you men out here, you guys are doing the worst, because you're going to give her a little change on the side, make her feel good with her rain nephews, put her in your X5,
right.
Drive her around. Read this book.
Deuteronomy 23, verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
And no battymans amongst our people, man.
That's right.
And when you go New Kingston in Jamaica, you're seeing a lot of gangster battyman them walking around, man. In a New Kingston. Fire upon New Kingston, all them battyman gangster. You got gangster battyman in Jamaica now. We need to say boom, bye, bye. Now you got gangster battyman in Jamaica.
That's right.
What has it come to, man? What has Jamaica come to, man? Man. But Benjamites anyway, innit? Benjamites were the first amongst them to do funny lusts, innit? So it may be the spirit that was put it on them, man. No, it's done in the old, it's done in the new, innit? Alright, go, yeah, come, bring it up.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 9. The things that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is nothing new under the sun.
What?
And there is nothing new under the sun.
Give me the, and we'll show you that with precepts. Let's do precepts with that. Give me that Genesis 19. Give me Genesis 19 and go to Judges 22.
Alright, we'll show you that with precepts. Bring it. You know where it says it's a verse 10? And it says, when you read it on the thing. Oh no, it's 20, it's 20, sorry.
Yeah,
1905, 1905. And,
this is the book of Genesis chapter
Judges
19 and verse
19,
5.
Judges
And
19.
they called unto Lot and said unto him, Where are the men which came into thee this night? Bring them out unto us that we may know them.
That we may what?
That we may know them.
That's some fire for that talk. Why? That's the new one they're saying. They're saying that's a fish. Why for that? Them man there, why for that? They're actually asking, bring him out so we may know him. And anytime you say, and let us know him, or come in unto him, or come in unto, that sounds disgraceful. Come in unto him. Why for that? Right, go on.
6. And Lot went out at the door unto them and shut the door after him and said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. Behold, now I have 2 daughters which have not known man.
Yes, what?
I have 2 daughters which have not known man.
Yeah, man, know it, man. I've got 2 gal here, man. Like, bro, you ain't got to come and get the guys. Bro, we got gal here. Sufficient for you. They're good enough, man. Come on, bros. They've got things that you look like luxurious you can deal with, man.
Right.
What's that one in Proverbs? Go on.
There's a proverb that says
Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as it is good in your eyes. Only unto these men do nothing. For therefore,
these what? Unto these what?
but only unto these men do nothing. For therefore came they under the shadow of my roof. And they said, Stand back. And they said again, This one fellow came in to sojourn, and he will needs be a judge. Now will we deal worse with thee than with him?
Yeah, disgusting, man. You know, you got to read it for wisdom and knowledge. But when you get into it and you actually paint the pictures, it's a disgusting image you're getting, man.
That's right.
All right, go to Proverbs 5 and 19. Proverbs 5:19.
Proverbs 5:19.
This is what women are used for, man.
Right.
All right, this is what women are used for. Our pleasure, man.
Right.
All right, use it wisely, and it's only meant to be for you.
Proverbs chapter 19, Proverbs 5 verse 19. Let her be as the loving hind and the pleasant rock, and let her breast Proverbs chapter 5 and verse 19. Let her be as the loving hind and the pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love.
Yeah, man. So you got her bosoms there, that's for your pleasure. You got her love there, that's for you, man.
Right.
It's not for every man. Give me the Romans now, bro. You got the Romans, yeah? That's for you only, man. It's not for bare man to be up and down with it, man.
Yeah, you got the Judges. Judges 19 and 22.
So yeah, that's the same thing that was in Sodom and Gomorrah, was done in the old, is done in the new.
That's right.
Now, like we said, we got Benjamites dealing with the same mad vibrations.
That's right. It's the book of Judges, chapter 19 and verse 22.
Bring it out.
Now, as they were making their hearts merry, behold, the men of the city, certain sons of Belial, beset the house round about, and be at the door, and spake to the master of the house, the old man saying, Bring forth the man that came into thine house.
Yeah, and look, go to verse 16, because you might think, oh, we're not talking about Benjamin. I don't speak about Benjamin like that. You know, Benjamites might get upset with, oh, these guys. Why are you talking like that?
Right.
You good, bro? Yeah? Yeah, you're taught the truth, bro. Alright, bro. So what does the Most High want from you if you know you're an Israelite, bro? To obey. Good. Come forth, yes. Yeah, come forth to the truth, bro. Alright, so now you know the truth, yeah? So we obey. What we are going to obey? Alright, so let's get Exodus chapter 20. We're going to show you some of them, yeah? Because if that's what we need to do, we need to obey him. No one is proud up here, bro. It's all about giving each other, sharpening each other. Because what it is, we never knew back in our time. But now we've come to the knowledge, we have to help each other. The brother brought out a brilliant lesson before. We're talking about how we should deal with each other as brothers. Not trying to belittle each other, you understand? Alright, let's do that. Give me Sirach. Give me the book of Sirach, chapter 45 and 17. Give me that one first. And we'll show you something, King. Because yeah, as much as we're going to slander the Babylon and the Sodomites and that, it's always about our brother first. You get me? Because it's about us building each other to show these heathens that we are the light to these people. And they're going to come back to the Most High through us. Because we signify and shout up to the Most High and praise him. So they're going to see how powerful we are to praising him and then realize, right, these are the way we have to move.
Book of Sirach, chapter 45 and verse 17. He gave unto him his commandments and authority in the statutes of judgment, that he should teach Jacob the testimonies and inform Israel in his laws.
So we need to teach Jacob the testimony and inform Israel of the laws. That's what we are signified to do out here. Give me Isaiah 49 and verse 5. We have to teach our people the laws because we've been discontinued from our heritage. We've been discontinued from understanding what it is. And the pastors that you mentioned, they're not going to do that. They're going to keep us on a lower vibration and keep us paying tithing and them getting rich in the Louis Vuitton and the damn Maybach. And you know what I mean? I said,
Isaiah chapter 49 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
And now saith the Lord that formed me from the womb to be.
So we're all formed from inside our butts in our moms. We're formed from the womb. Remember?
To be his servant.
To be who?
To be his servants.
To bring Jacob again to him. Though Israel be not gathered.
Because Israelites don't know who they are. Israel thinks they're Jamaican or West African. Madness. Israelites actually don't know who they are. They're walking around thinking they know, but they rather be a bitch.
Right.
They rather be a bad man. They rather be a gunman. Gangster. Right? But they don't know who they are. Trapping. On the blocks. Oh, I'm outside. Everything outside. I'm outside. You know what I mean? But wait, what's going on?
Though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord, and my Yahweh shall be my strength.
So that's who our strength is up here to get us out here to talk to the people. Then is we have to ask the Most High for strength, because it's not an easy road. It's not an easy road. It's not. Right? But we got to ask the Most High for strength. Right? Let's show you this, bro.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Right, so this is what we need to deal with. Remember the Sabbath day. So go on, let's read. 6 days
shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath unto the Lord thy God.
So how would you signify a day? Do you know how you would, biblically, do you know how you would signify a day? Okay, we'll show you, bro.
This is the book of Genesis 1 and verse 5. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day.
This is Genesis chapter 1, the very first part of the book, where you see how he created the days. Alright? And the days was from evening to evening. So what we would signify that as when the sun goes down, that's one, and then another sun till it goes down again, that's a one manner or one day. Alright? So now 6 of those have to go past, and on the last one it's called a Sabbath, and that will be signified as the Saturday. But Friday sundown until Saturday sundown, well, no clock. That's in the evening, at evening. So that's when sundown. So from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, something like a Jehovah, like a 7-day Adventist, something like that. But we're not dealing with 7-day Adventists because that's the so-called white man. What's his name here? Elon G. White in 1863. We're not dealing with Ellen G. White. Alright? We're not dealing with white man, so-called Edomite. We're not dealing with Edomite doctrine. Right? But what they're doing, they have to use a remnant of truth to push forth their lives. So the truth is 6 days work, 7-day rest, go on.
In it thou shalt not do any work, nor thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the 7th day.
Alright, so yeah, this is a Sabbath day. So we're going to show you certain procedures that we upkeep on the Sabbath day, okay, bro? We're not going to go too deep, we're just going to show you, because you never knew. We was ignorant, because we're Israelites. But now we know, and we've got brothers to help us that are more in tune. We gather together and we teach each other. So we're going to show you this.
13 and 19.
This is the book of Nehemiah 13 verse 19. And it came to pass that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark before the Sabbath, I commanded that the gates should be shut and charged that they should not open till after the Sabbath. And some of my servants set I at the gates that there should no burden be brought forth on the Sabbath day.
Yeah, so that was the gates had to be shut. So the merchants, the gates of the market, they said no buying, no selling was allowed to be taking place on the Sabbath day. All right, so like there's certain things. It's not just about. Give me Exodus chapter. Exodus 13. No, Exodus 16 and 23. It's not just about buying and selling. It's also other commandments. We'll go into them briefly. Go and read this one, bro.
Oh, you got that one? Alright, no, yeah. Have you got it? Exodus 16, 23. Yeah.
The book of Exodus 16 and 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord hath said, tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake which you will bake today, and settle that you will, and sieve that you, and sieve that ye will sieve, and which remaineth overlay up.
Yeah, so that's what it's meaning. So like, bake what you can bake now. That's good, bro. Bake what you can bake now, and whatever you got left over, lay that up so you can eat it for tomorrow. Because you can't kindle fire. We're not allowed to kindle any fire for like on the Sabbath. We can kindle fire for frankincense and myrrh. Alright, you can have a hot shower. You know what I mean? But anything to cook food, we're not allowed to do that. We're not allowed to have like hot food. We'll have like tuna. I mean, like cold food. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, we just ready. Sure.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and 32. And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man gathering sticks upon the Sabbath day. And they that found him gathering sticks brought him to Moses and Aaron and unto the congregation. And they put him in ward because it was not declared what should be done with him.
So they just come out of Egypt, and Moses gave them the commandments. Now they've found a guy breaking it. They're like, wow, bro, you're so stupid, you're so hard-headed and rebellious, man. That to be you, innit, Israelite. You just come out from, you see the magnificent works he done. Put us out of the plagues, saved us from the washing of the water that washed out the Egyptians. And now you're doing this, man. Go on.
And the Lord said unto Moses, the man shall be surely put to death.
What happened to him?
And the man shall surely be put to death.
So right now, we're not under that vibration, because we have the Messiah. He's come, and we've got a commandment of grace. We're in a grace period, right? Where we've got that commandments of grace, where if we slip, we have to pick ourselves back up. We can't just keep doing it. You've got to sharpen and strengthen yourselves. It's not an overnight process. It does take, you do get certain spirits and demons that will try and sway you from, you know what I mean, your workplace might not let you come off of work, little things, but when you pray and you fast, the Most High will start to build you up, bro, yeah? Right. But let's keep going, bro, because look, they didn't know what they should do with him. He got surely been put to death.
And the Lord said unto Moses, the man shall surely be put to death. All the congregation shall stone him with stones without the camp. And all the congregation brought him without the camp and stoned him with stones. And he died as the Lord commanded Moses. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
If you notice anything about the brothers, like uniform-wise, the fringes, right, and the borders of our garments, okay?
Throughout their generations, and it shall be upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of...
Did that say how long?
Throughout their generation.
Or just because it's 2022, forget about it.
Throughout their generation.
Now we've come to the knowledge of who we are biblically and found out that there's a uniform for us. It's holy. We are now segregating ourselves from the world, and we're coming out of Babylon and putting ourselves back into the mind frame of being an Israelite. Right? So now this is what holy is. Come on.
Verse 38, Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Okay, another notification you see, some of us have got violet, but roses are red, violets are blue. So if you go into the Hebrew, that word blue there is violet. So we've got blue ones, violet ones, but ribbons of blue, right, to signify righteousness. Go on.
And it shall be upon you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them.
Alright, so when I see my brother walking up the road and I see that, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't go and do that. Today is the Sabbath today. I can't spend that money and buy these things. I can't go and, you know what I mean? Like, you might have lost it and think, oh look, my brother, no, let me not look at that girl there too much. I'm an Israelite. You understand? These things are to remember the commandments, alright, and keep ourselves in order.
That's right. And that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which you used to go a-whoring.
After you wish you used to go a-whoring. So we can't seek after our own ways and our own heart, because we can think our heart is righteous. But when we read the Bible, it said, don't buy, that's why I have to die. It said certain things, you know what I'm saying? It said, don't eat pork, crab, shrimp, lobster. Right, so when we go after our own heart, our heart can deceive us. It's desperately wicked. But the scriptures is the truth and the light.
That's right.
Alright, give me this. Isaiah.
This is Isaiah chapter 58 and 13. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on the holy day, from doing thy pleasure on the holy day.
For your own pleasure, you might like to watch the footy, you know what I mean? You might like to listen to do a little DJing or whatever. Don't do them pleasures, man. Alright? Don't do none of it. If you're gonna do music only for the Most High. You understand? Don't do none of your own pleasures on that day. Okay? Don't go to I'm gonna go to the beach with my children and have a nice time. I'm gonna go to the cinemas and go bowling, and don't do none of your own pleasures on the Sabbath day.
And call the Sabbath day a delight.
And that's a good day. A day when you can put off all that worldly stuff. Because you're not meant to love the world. If you love the world, then you don't love the Father.
That's right.
Right?
The holy day of the Lord, honorable, and shall honor him, and not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasures, nor speaking thy own words. Then shalt thou delight thyself in the Lord. And I will cause thee to ride upon high places.
What's he gonna do?
And I will cause thee to ride upon high places.
Remembering the Sabbath is significant. The church will not tell you that it is. They'll say, oh, you don't have to worry about that. Or coming on a Sunday, it's alright. And come as you are as well. No, it's not your garments. You know what I mean? It's render your heart and not your garments. The Bible says that. Render your heart, not your garments. But rendering your heart is keeping in the commandments. It's a bit of a mad contradiction they're talking about, you get me? So we are rendering our heart by keeping in the laws and the commandments, you understand? Read them.
God. And I will cause thee to ride up high places of the earth, and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob.
Wow! So you're going to be on the high places of the earth, so you're no longer going to be the bottom of this economical food chain, alright? You're going to be on the high places of the earth.
And feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father.
And the heritage of Jacob is that after Abraham, after 400 years of captivity, we are going to own the world. because the saints shall take the kingdom, and we're going to possess this kingdom forever and ever. This is going to be us.
That's right.
All this infrastructure is coming down. They're building it in proudness, in vanity,
Right.
and it's coming down, tumbling.
Teacher.
So when it comes down, who's going to build it back up? We're going to tell them, look, we're going to be the architectures. We're going to tell them, look, make sure you get that in order. We're going to be the lords and the sirs and the owners of land. But we can't receive that without first because this world we're living in right now is significant. This people think it's like a game or it's a movie. This world we're living in right now will be remembered in the world to come. Like remembered in Tottenham, in Brixton, in all around London, preaching this word for the Messiah, who they ignorantly call Jesus. His name is Yahweh Shai. We're preaching this word to come. And look, now they're riding up on high. Now you can see them on the chariots. They see them going through the town. Everyone's giving them the approval that they need. Alright? And this is what we got to do. That's why we're up here, bro.
Right.
Alright, go on, bro. We're going to do.
So I just want to give one piece. The sons. So like this is Isaiah chapter 60 and 14. The sons of them, the sons of also of them that afflicted thee, shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee, and all they that bow themselves down unto the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One, Israel.
Yeah, they're going to actually say, you guys, the Most High, the power is within you guys and no one else. They're going to bow down themselves. They're going to give gold and supplications to us. They're going to be humble in these days, man. They're going to be grabbing onto us saying, please come, let me help. What's your name, bro? Mike. They're like, Maya Allah, come here, please, I need your help. And you're going to be like, bro, no, you're not my brother. I'm with the brothers here.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You're not my brother. That's how it's going to be. Where are you from, big man? Now, where's your nationality, big? Jamaican. Yeah. So yeah, they're going to talk to you, bro, and they'll be like, nah, you're not Jamaican. You're like, I'm not Jamaican. You're going to kick him and say, I'm an Israelite, man. So do you have any questions? Oh, praise. Your praise.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world.
And that's what we can't be about. We can't be about of this world. Now, give me that Psalms. Give me Psalms 106 and verse 47. Yeah, no, it's all good, bro. Oh, yeah. We'll give that to him. Still, yeah, listen to this, bro.
Yeah. So this is next week.
20. Go to 20 and 5.
This is Leviticus chapter 19.
Go to 20 and 5.
Sorry, chapter 20, verse 5.
21.
21.
This is Leviticus chapter 21 and verse 5. They shall not make borders upon their head.
You can't bald your head, bro. It's a commandment, yeah?
Neither shall they shave off the corners of their beard.
Having a beard is a badge of dignity, it's a badge of honor. Alright, so we can't shave off our beards, bro.
Nor make any cuttings in their flesh.
So no like Killmonger, like Wakanda, having all of them marks, like all the kills you've got. No like tattoos and that as well, like none of them things. We gotta make sure that we keep that vibration. Right, so beards, because we can go through more, but we'll build that up in the future because you can't have you gotta have 100% clothing and stuff like that. But them things there, you gotta seek out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So we'll build you up. Get in contact with us. You know what I mean? Brothers are gonna be here as well. They teach in Housden, so you can always come. The Watchmen for Israel. Alright, so we're two different camps that have joined together. We teach in Tottenham. These brothers out here, they're gonna be teaching predominantly around here. So you can come here and you can get in contact with them at any time, right? No, they'll be here Saturdays. Yeah, well, I don't know what time they start, but from 12 they'll be teaching here, bro. Yeah, man, they're gonna. Yeah, bro, it's love, bro. Mike out off the set, man. Promise you. Yeah, man. Bro, right now, bro, there's angels having a party in the heavens. Bro.
That's right.
You understand? Because you come and you humbled yourself, man. Give me Psalms 141 and verse 5. Let me just give you one more. Psalms 141 verse 5.
This is
the book of Psalms 141 and verse 5. Let the righteous smite me.
So look, now we've given you a rebuke, bro, and we've told you correction and to knowing the laws and commandments. You repent from that. You ask the Messiah, you ask the Most High, in the name of the Messiah. His name is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the Father's name. Right? So you say, please, sorry for my, you know what I mean? Don't look at my iniquities and blot them out, and say, please put me in the spirit to learn more and ask for wisdom and knowledge and understanding. And then through that you will gain. Right? So you say that you say, right, listen to this.
Let the righteous smite me, it shall be a kindness.
So what we done, it was in kindness, bro. It was in love.
And let him reprove me, it shall be an excellent oil.
So yeah, this reproof, and this is a sharpening now. It's not for us to put you down and we wink at the transgressions of our people. Because we were there, we were in that state of mind. We can't be thinking and boasting oh, look, we keep the commandments, we know what to do. No, that's not the right spirit, bro. We've got to make sure we're only out here for our people, but to boost them up. Not to belittle them and push them down, bro, yeah?
Which shall not break my head, for yet my prayer also shall be in their calamity.
So now when you pray, bro, pray for your brother, man. Pray for us, bro. We'll pray for you that you get built up and you know where the brothers are at. You get me? Alright, King? He's got one he wants to read.
I will praise you.
Luke 15 and 10. Likewise I say unto you, there is joy in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner that repenteth.
Now, bro, look, you've come up to know what's going on. I hope now you know when the Sabbath is. You're going to try your best not to kindle the fire, not to start buying, not doing your own pleasures. Start finding out where you can grab the fringes from, grow your beard. They've taught you quite a bit, bro. It's quite a bit of laws. There's a lot of more laws. There's dietary laws. But like we said, you'll build. It's about taking bits by bits. It's about building. And then the brothers are here for you, King.
Swift to hit, give me James 119.
Yeah, no, you are. Give me Sirach chapter.
I believe it's Sirach chapter 30. He said something. Sirach chapter 6 and 33. And you got the one that I wanted, yeah?
Sirach chapter 6 and 33. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. And if thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise.
Alright, so yeah, if you love to hear, you're going to receive understanding. And if you bow your ear, you're going to start to become wise, bro.
Right. Sirach 5 and verse 11. Be swift to hear, and let thy lines be sincere, and with patience give answer.
Yeah, so if you're swift to hear and you're sincere, you'll get answers. Because it's not just about listening and being a yes man, bro. It's about having to sharpen each other, and there's going to be questions you're going to need to ask. And that's what we're here for. We're here to give each other that wisdom, because some people are going to be a bit more upper, you know what I mean, in vibes. Some brothers are more wiser in fasting, some brothers are more wiser with dealing with women problems and that. You see, some of us got different
talents,
forces or
talents,
different offices, different talents in the scriptures, you understand? But we're still one body together.
James chapter 1 and 19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of Yahweh.
Yeah, so when you come to you done something, give me Ecclesiastes 5 and 1. You done something perfect. Give me 5 and 1, please. Ecclesiastes 5 and 1. Because what you done was perfect, bro. You were swift to hear. You come up, you said to the brother, yo, you know you're an Israelite. You dealt righteously, bro. So we commend you for that. You get it, bro.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 5 and verse 1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of God, and be more ready to hear than to give sacrifice of fools.
That's what you done. You came to the house of this. The Most High don't dwelleth with damn stupid stones and buildings like that. Right? That Halsden Methodist rubbish. Right? He don't deal with the Methodists. He deals where 2 or 3 are gathered, he's in the midst. So this is the church. This is the body right here. And this is what the body does on the Sabbath days according to many scriptures. This is what the prophets were doing. They were coming out on the Sabbath day to help the people, but they was lacking understanding.
This is Proverbs 1 and verse 5. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel.
That's what he said. When you need wise counsel, get yourself have you got an apocrypha? You got an apocrypha? The red one, yeah? Have you got one of those? That's good. So what you do, bro, you come, you find the brothers here for 12 o'clock, get your scriptures, get your apocrypha, and just like you're doing now, when they're bringing out scriptures, just mark what you can mark and take it in, bro. You're never too old, never too young to hear this word, bro.
Come. Long praises.
Matthew chapter 13 verse 16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which you hear, and have not heard them.
Yeah, man, the Most High, He doesn't make this go into every soul. It's only certain souls that this word is meant for. And the Most High says, bro, your goings and your steps, they belong unto the Father. All man's ways, they belong unto Him. Right. So for Him to bring you up here and you said this is glory for you, bro, all praises to Yahweh. Right. Give him a round of applause. Yeah, brothers rising, man. Rise Israel, man. Israelites rise up. That's what we're out here for our brethren. Because what we notice is that our people, they think they're damn black. And black's a colour. We're not a colour, we're a nation. And the Most High says, what nation is like this people, man? That's right. First Chronicles
14:21. I haven't read this in a long time. We got my bros. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, peace and love, bro. 16, what is it?
That's 16. That's 16.
Yeah, 16:21. And the brother said it, bro. We don't need cheerleaders, man. That's right. We want brothers ready to come up here with the little young man and to learn the word, man. That's right. But if you got time, when you're coming back round, come and hear the word, bro. Alright? Because the cheerleading days are kind of done, man. Alright?
There's the book of 1 Chronicles chapter 16.
Wait. Must have been. Yeah, 17.
That's right. It's the book of 1 Chronicles chapter 17 verse 21. And what one nation in the earth is like thy people Israel, whom God went to redeem, to be his own people, to make thee a name of greatness and terribleness, by driving out nations from before thy people, whom thou hast redeemed out of Egypt.
Yeah, man. What people on the earth is like this people, the Israelites?
That's right.
Alright? No one don't actually embrace how powerful you are to be called an Israelite.
Right.
People just think, Jamaica, yeah, we are Usain Bolt and we have the fastest man, we have the best cooking and rice and peas and plant. Nah, man, that's not the best thing, man. The best thing is that the Most High uses us to be His light on this world.
That's right.
And that light is to show the people righteousness from wickedness, man. Read this out.
Psalms 106 and verse 47. Save us, O Yahweh, our power, and gather us from among the heathen.
So that's what we need to do, man. A lot of us are looking for salvation, but to be saved and have salvation is to be gathered from these damn Gomorrans, man.
Khan.
That's what we're asking the Most High. Save us from this damn wicked place, man.
Khan.
We don't want to be down here with these getting called niggers, getting called all sorts of damn gollywogs and that.
That's right.
She knew the word, innit? Madness. Yeah, and now that's what we're asking the Most High, man, to save us. Sister, to you to be saved, you need a man who has a hiding place from the wind. And a lot of the sisters, they don't know that. They don't know that a man has to be the hiding place to save them. They don't know about order in this thing, man.
to give thanks unto thy holy name and to triumph in thy
Do what?
to give thanks
unto thy holy name.
And that's what the brother was talking about. That's what I said, the man was bringing it out in the spirit, man. We need to give thanks in thy holy name. And as if we give thanks to the Most High, in our prayers, we're going to say, save us from the heathens.
Good.
You're not saying, oh, give thanks. Father, we give you thanks and praise for waking us up to know who the damn heathens are, man. And save us from these people, man. Because they make a tumult and they try to hide it from us, but you gave it to us. You gave us the eyes that Matthew, man. So you gave us the eyes and the ears to hear to find out this truth, man. So give thanks for that.
to give thanks unto thy holy name and to triumph in thy praise. Blessed be Yahweh power of Israel.
Of it be Yahweh power of Israel.
From everlasting to everlasting.
How long?
From everlasting to everlasting.
And let all the people say, Amen. Praise ye Yahweh.
So on that I'm going to say, Ka'ala Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Bahar, Rakakadosh.
Calm Yisrael.
Calm Yisrael.
Pass it on to the next powerful speaker.
God.